Hey everybody, it's Skully. I kind of just wanted to make a video, kind of updating just what's been going on lately. It was my birthday about a week ago, and I was really looking forward to it. Super excited. My birthday is kind of the one day every year where I feel truly happy because it's another milestone. Um, I kind of go all out for my birthdays, or at least a lot of the times I do. I have a lot of great memories with my birthdays, and it was just the one day kind of growing up that I um I just associated a lot of happiness and a lot of positivity. And of course, with me being a twin, I always shared my birthday with my sibling, so that just kind of made it extra special, just having somebody to share a big day like that with. So it's your birthday, it's another day, year older, that kind of thing. So I felt like I was on top of the world, cloud nine, just really enjoying my birthday, going all out. A couple weeks before I got really into it, I got like a new piercing, a new tattoo, and just with me being alternative, I like to express myself a lot. That's just kind of my thing that I do. So that made me even happier, made me feel even better. Like, yeah, getting to express myself, that's really cool. And do all the things I really enjoy. Like I did play a lot of video games like I always do. And I eat a bunch of junk food and drink a bunch of caffeine because that's kind of my vice because that's just what I like. And I really just didn't want it to end. I was just really enjoying myself and just thinking like, gosh, why can't I be this happy all the time? And I probably should have known that since I was feeling so good, that with me having bipolar disorder, you do have to worry about the ups and the lows. And when you're in the ups, you feel so great. Your first thought is, "Oh my gosh, I'm happy." Why do I have to question that, you know? Like, why is being happy a bad thing? It shouldn't be a bad thing, you know? So I just didn't really think much of it. I just enjoyed my birthday and everything. And then you fast forward to like, gosh, I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, and suddenly I'm not feeling so good anymore. Everything comes crashing down. My birthday's over. Gosh, I'm another year older. Back to the whole midlife crisis I've been having. And I just started thinking about, like, sometimes I just think about life, my place in the world. What do I bring to the table? Am I really a good person? Do I help people? Would the world really be a better place with me in it or without me in it? I don't know. Is that being passively suicidal, or is that just a genuine question that just pops up in my head from time to time? So I was just kind of saying some of that stuff, and of course, like, my coworkers started to get concerned and thinking I was going to do something. And I was in the hospital 3 years ago in May. It was a couple weeks after my birthday, and that's kind of when I just kind of looked back and just kind of started to notice this pattern of just, I feel so euphoric around my birthday every single year, and then it's like it all comes crashing down, and then it's like, now what? Back to reality? Back to getting stuck in my own head, my own thoughts, and just all the stuff that I deal with on a regular basis. So yeah, and then I had to kind of take some time to myself and kind of recover and just kind of get myself back together and realize everything's fine. The world's not ending, even though it feels like it's ending sometimes with a lot of the stuff going on right now. And just, I don't want to get into that, but yeah, life's hard, and sometimes it's nice to have a distraction for maybe a day or two and just to really enjoy that. But then when life comes crashing back down again, you gotta pull yourself back out of it and realize that there is more to life than, all the negativity and stuff. So I guess I'm just a little frustrated that I feel like I can't be happy without some sort of consequences happening. Like, feeling so euphoric because it was my birthday and enjoying myself, and it seemed completely innocent and harmless. Turns out it might have honestly been the bipolar disorder peeking its ugly head once again. Because, I mean, everybody knows I've been on medication and therapy for years to kind of combat all the stuff I've been dealing with. I've had a pretty blessed life for the most part, but I do have two complex illnesses I have to manage. I have to manage OCD and I have to manage bipolar. There could possibly be more going on in my head than that, but those are the two things that we know for a fact that I have to deal with, and it's hard tackling two illnesses at a time, but that's just what I deal with. And it's just, it's just so frustrating feeling like I was finally having a good day and the bipolar was probably acting up more than I thought it was, even despite being on medication, despite being in therapy, because it's not a cure. In a perfect world, I would be cured, but I'm not. And I'm never going to be. And that's just something that I've just had to deal with. That's just something I've had to face. Like, this is going to be my life forever. This is just what I deal with. I mean, everybody has their issues that they have to deal with, and this is mine, and it's something that I've struggled with, but it's also something that it's not all bad all the time. It's like I enjoy the highs when I have them, but I have to remind myself that when I have the highs that eventually there's going to be the lows after. I mean, there's no escaping that. So I guess maybe I need to keep a journal to chart my moods and to keep track of some of this better, or maybe I need to talk to my doctor and get my medications managed properly, because that's been an ongoing struggle, just because I've been on the same dosage of medication for a long time, and we had to tweak that because I was just getting so doggone tired all the time, because it's like these medications suppress the mania, so I don't have it anymore so much. I mean, I guess I just did, but despite that little tidbit, I don't have it so much anymore, nearly as much as I used to. But then the drawback is that I'm tired all the time, and I'm drinking copious amounts of caffeine to keep myself awake, and I just had, I felt like I was just starting to feel better from the low. I was having the low after I had the high, but then, like I said, my vice is caffeine. I drink a bunch of caffeine, not only to keep myself awake, but I also like caffeine. I like the way it makes me feel. I think it kind of mimics the manic symptoms with the bipolar disorder, so I felt myself getting kind of addicted to caffeine. And it isn't until I really kind of crashed from the caffeine, too, that I'm like, oh, wow, I can't keep doing this. This is so bad for me, like for my heart, my kidneys, my pancreas, like so many different organs in my body. Like, I don't want to be diabetic someday, which, I mean, even if you drink diet soda, there's no guarantee that that's really any better than like regular soda. And even drinking coffee and stuff, if you add all the creamers and stuff to it, that's still quite a bit of sugar. So, yeah, everything's kind of just been a little hectic lately, and this is what I've been going through. I'm hanging in there for the most part, but I'm still here, I'm still chugging along, and I guess the moral to this story is just to tell you, like, hey, you are going to struggle sometimes, and it is going to be hard to get back up and brush the dirt off of you and keep going, but sometimes that's just what you got to do. And sometimes you do relapse on symptoms, and it's not the end of the world. It's hard to get back on track, but yeah, you just do the best you can to get back on track and go back to the same old, same old. Like, go back to taking your medications if you stop taking them, which I didn't, thankfully. Otherwise, things probably would have been a lot worse. Go check in with my doctor and see what's been going on. So, I just wanted to provide a little update as to what was going on. So, until next time, have a great day, guys.